Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. You already know, man. I'm doing this live show kind of early. The first time I'm doing it early for a long time. It's been a long time coming. Oh, man. We're going to talk about boxing. Because that's all it is to do. I know it's kind of early in the West Coast, but hey, I always do it in the nighttime, so why not do it now? Why not do it now? Boxing champ, what's good, my brother, man? Glad you showed up. Glad you're here. Get some Coke. Get some rum in the system early. I mean, what else we could do, y'all? What else we could do? You read the title. What up, my brother BX? What's good? Y'all read the title, man. And we're just not going to be talking about the title, but we're also going to be talking about more in the sport of boxing. And we're going to bring some topic up that, other platforms ain't going to bring up because it's going to Punch Drunk Boxing, man. You already know, man. The boxing guru right here. The boxing guru. Damn, where's my phone? Anyway, the heavy stuff, champ. Oh, yeah, man. All right. I'm just warming up with the Coke. Get my little hype on. I'm so tired of the fake dream fight. I think I'm with you on that one. It's too early for alcohol. It's never too early for alcohol. Damn it. It's all right. Let me take the hits. I'll take the shots for you. All right? I'll take the shots for you. Okay. Unto the moonshine. You're damn right, Tony Tone. Let him know. So, of course, the sport of boxing always want to talk about, and is eager to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Even when Keith Von Thurman beat Danny Swift Garcia back, Sean Porter back to back, and then he has a little injury. People still was trying to talk about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. Even when the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford go to ESPN first take and they ask Bud Crawford, who is going to be your legacy fight? Who is the man of the 147 pounds? He said, I know y'all want me to say Errol Spence, but it's Keith Von Thurman. And Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith was like, what? Like, they don't know nothing about no boxing. Then Errol Spence shows up in first take ESPN. They asked him who you think is the man to beat for, and what you think is your legacy fight. Errol Spence said Keith Von Thurman. He said, nah, what about Bud Crawford? Keith Thurman is good, but Bud Crawford is special. You remember that segment, y'all? Y'all remember that segment? I don't know now, Tone, but y'all remember that segment? It seems like they was trying to prematurely already put Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Okay, let's fast forward. Keith Thurman vacated. We're going to take our time with this so we can get into the concrete understanding of why I say that this is going to be is already past their prime. So fast forward. Keith Von Thurman had another injury. He vacated the belt dumbly. I don't understand why. I'm not going to say dumb, but I don't understand why he vacated the WBC title belt. Two guys that he already beaten, Sean Porter and Dennis Swift Garcia. Boom. Sean Porter wins. Whatever. But Crawford already got the WBO. Boom. Then of course the fight is coming through fruition. It's making sense. And I was actually making sense as the fight in the welterweight division. Oscar and Mosley had way too much pedigree to put Garcia on that level way too early. Oh, I understand you, Mark, but that's why I'm saying, is it good? I'm actually questioning it if it's gonna be Haney, if it's gonna be Hoya and Mosley 2.0. But let's get to that. Let me finish the Bud Crawford. The Bud Crawford and the Errol Spence segment, and then we're gonna move on to that one. All right, Mark. Then we're gonna move on and we're gonna detail what I meant by with the Haney and Ryan Garcia 2.0 of Hoya and Mosley. So, we're gonna move on to that one. Great point, though, Mark. Great point. I want to touch base on that one. Let's be in order here. Let's be in order. All right. I think it's gone to the middle. Okay. When it's going to the middle, that means we ain't finished. That means we starting, ladies and gentlemen. You already know. If it goes to the middle, that means we started, ladies and gentlemen. What it means by when it goes to the middle, you already know. Smash the like button. That's what I'm talking about. Punch Drunk Boxing. You already know. When it goes to the middle, then we just spike it up. Now, this is, to be honest, this is a cheap E&J, but it's been sitting in the crib for quite some times. And I'm like, I mean, it was given to me, and I'm like, yo, when am I going to drink this all? Is it just going to sit around? Ain't nobody coming over. Ain't none of the guys, ain't none of the boys, none of the family members. Ain't no parties, ain't no family parties going on in the self-quarantine. So might as well, let's just get rid of the thing. And how do we get rid of it? By depositing into the body and then withdraw it through the pee and the caca. Okay, so let's take a little. All right, now we're going to see. Now it's full again. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's full again. All right. Look. Sorry, man. It was just too tough. All right. Ooh, Lord. Damn, man. I'm going to spit the truth. I'm going to preach today. So, damn, that's tough. Man. Whoa. Anyway, he said, damn, man. Damn, my God. I don't know, man. I gotta stop drinking, man. Anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, Mike, you already know. What up, Thomas? What's good, my brother? Hope everything's going well. Hope you safe, quarantine, having a good time with the family. Not having a good, having a pleasant, great time with the family. Take advantage of the time. Now, let's keep moving on. So then, of course, it's come through fruition that the fight is inevitable. It could be a unification about Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Yeah, we also got to think about the age. Now, Bud Crawford is what, 33 years old? Is he 33 years old? Going to be 34? He's not 32. He got to be the same age as. He got to be the same age as Danny Swift Garcia. Danny Swift Garcia is 33 years old. I believe that Bud Crawford is going to turn 34 years old. So if we're thinking about Bud Crawford, 34 years old, how many more years does Bud Crawford got? And I think people are talking about, and I'm not saying us, I'm just saying people out there in general. People are talking about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence like they're some young dudes. They're not. All these guys is in their 30s now. And these fights should have happened, late 20s, Thurman and yes, Errol Spence should have happened. I'm not gonna neglect that. But this fight, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, it should have happened. The Sean Porter and Errol Spence should have never happened. It was right there. It was right there to have a fight. Oscar was good. God bless my brother. What is in that drink? Coke and EJ. I'm just checking. I'm just being smooth with it right now. But I had to get rid of this EJ that I know I'm not really gonna be drinking. I got a lot in the bar stool. So I'm not. I know I had this thing for. I'm gonna tell you like this. I had this thing like probably for like 3 years or something like that. And it's just sitting there. I think it's time for me to just deposit it so I can withdraw it. You had laying down in your career like the balls you drinking. So, exactly. They are just like who's they had laying down in the career like the balls that you drinking. So these guys ain't young enough, right? And we know that Errol Spence and Bud Crawford is not going to fight. It's not going to fight their next fight. They're not going to fight each other. So of course it's going to prolong it too. Yo, what's good, friend? Good looking on the super chat, my brother, man. Always looking down. Thanks for the support, man. It keeps me doing it. It just motivates me to keep doing all this stuff more and bringing you some great content. And of course, going to hit you up for more videos. And of course, the merch is coming soon. I can't do nothing right now about it. I got you with the merch too, my brother. I can't do nothing right now. Ain't nothing available. So I'm doing good though. Can't little drink, So we already know that Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, they're in their 30s, right? So is it a prime fight? I mean, of course, 30 is not that old, in my opinion. When you're in your prime time, when your intellect matches your physical ability in the sport of boxing, is like, yo, what's good, Black and Brown? What's good, my brother? You know, when your intellect matches your physical ability in the sport of boxing is when you're 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I give that really the prime years of boxing. A lot of people may say that, 24 or 23. I believe not. That's just physical prime. When your intellect and physical coexist at the highest level, I believe it's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's, for me, that's prime boxing years, especially for the little guys. You know, in the heavyweight division, they could be boxing to the age of 39, 38. All these dudes in the heavyweight division is actually old, except for Fury and Anthony Joshua. All these dudes are past 35 years old, if you really look at it. That's why sometimes I argue when people be like, oh, why Wilder is fighting? He's fighting all these old dudes. Hello, Wilder's not young himself. He's 35 years old, so he's not a young buck. So I just look at this matchup and I'm like, it's going to be well overdue. It's going to be one of those matchups that you'd be like, it should have happened a long time ago. Is it going to end up like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao when, Floyd Mayweather's 38 years old, Manny Pacquiao's 36? I mean, it's well over their prime. I'm not going to say that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence is going to go way over their prime, but physical prime, you already know, look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence already, he's having a good time, little jinky jing. And is it gonna be that easy to make 147 pounds for Errol Spence? I mean, remember, Errol Spence, guys like Errol Spence, guys like Sean Porter, guys like Keith Thurman, they've been in 147 pounds for too long, in my opinion. I believe that's why you see their powers diminishing. They're not knocking people out. You know why? Because they've been in the 147 pound for quite too long. These guys really got to move on to the 154 pound. If Errol Spence and Keith Thurman said in the podcast, in the PBC podcast, and I said it before, said that he walking around for the past 2 years, he's been walking around 180 plus pounds. Errol Spence is walking around at almost 190 pounds, 180 plus pounds. They are going into training camp, losing 40 pounds. They are well overdoing 147 pounds. They should move over to 154 so we can actually see their power fruition. That's why Dennis Garcia's power is not diminishing. That's why Bud Crawford's power is not diminishing, because they the dudes that just recently, in a couple of years, has moved up. So they're increasing the power. And that's what you see. Dennis Garcia body is filled real. Right now he's a pure welterweight. These other guys, Sean Porter, when's the last time he really knocked somebody out? When he emphasizes that power, coming from 168 pounds, coming all the way down to 147 pounds. Remember, he couldn't even knock out Adrian Broner. He couldn't even knock out Julio Diaz. He went with Julio Diaz. He went, and it was a draw. So right there, you already saw that Sean Porter, who was a monster in the amateur circuit and was knocking a lot of people out, including Daniel Jacobs, he knocked out. So once you come and go up and down in weight like that, you're going to lose power. You're going to gain some speed, but you're going to lose power. And I believe that's what's happening in the welterweight division with Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, and Sean Porter. You're not seeing those knockout power because they are bigger than, they have overgrown the welterweight division. They're not going to admit it, but the proof is in the pudding. Faith, you drink in the morning, you're damn right. Just like people drink coffee, I drink something to wake my ass up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. I'm home. I ain't getting butt naked and getting top of a car and acting drunk. Nah, just casual drinking. Just casual drinking. I think Danny looks better than ever. BX, I'm with you. Danny does look better than ever. He looks better than ever. His body, you could see, is filled up. He's a pure 147 pounds, and even him, he said he only got like 2 more fights in 147 pounds, and he's moving up to 154. You got all the money, you got millions. You really think these guys really want to squeeze to 147 pounds? The more money you make, the more the more things you put in your mouth. I'm not saying. I mean food, y'all. Food. Come on, man. Damn, y'all guys. He putting food in his mouth, man. Nothing else, you know. Anyway, so that's why I see Buck Crawford, and I see guys like that really excelling in 147 pounds. And I think these guys got to move up to 154. I think he's gonna have a tough time, Errol Spence, with a Buck Crawford. I think he's gonna have a tough time with Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence is gonna have a tough time from this day forward. He had his long layoff. Yeah, he's going to the gym, and I see that he's going to the gym. I just think these guys are making well enough money where right now it's too hard for them to squeeze to 147 pounds. They should go to the 154 pounds. And 154 pounds could even actually be more interesting. Think about it. Jermell Charlo, Kell Brook, Lara, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. Woo! The 154 pounds, that's what I mean. They don't have to stay in the welterweight division. I mean, they're not fighting one another like that, right? So let's go to the. I mean, Sean Porter. What's next for Sean Porter in the welterweight division? He's fought everybody. So what are you going to stay there for? You're going to be a gatekeeper. Move on to the 154. Let's see what you could do over there. I think you got more promise in 154. And 154 is all Al Heyman guys anyway, except for Banana. He's not with Al Heyman, but they're going to try really, really hard to get the belt away from him. They're going to pressure him. And I believe that his promotion going to do a good job in not speeding those fights. No, smaller packet can't knock anybody out ever since moving to 104. He should have fought 140. Mm-hmm. I don't like Spence personally, but I don't want to see him box. I am concerned about his health since accident. If I am a boxer, I wouldn't fight Spence. It could be morally wrong. Ooh, damn, that's a tough statement, friends. I think I want to see. Of course, I think that Errol Spence could still box. I want to see him box, but I really want to see how is he gonna take getting punched in the grill hard with 8-ounce gloves. Because if he has surgically, if he talks like that, he probably lost a lot of probably he lost almost all his teeth in that crash. So with that oral surgery, let's see how he could take a punch. Really, I mean, if that's gonna affect, is he gonna feel hurt? It's just like Kell Brook. Kell Brook, you know, he fights, but he don't take as much risk as he wants to, because of course that psychologically, you know, what happened with his eye. Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz, beautiful fight. But I'm saving Virgil Ortiz versus Bruce Ennis. But that could happen. Remember, they're 21 years old. These guys are 21 years old. So I want to see Virgil Ortiz and Bruce Ennis probably in 2 years or a year and a half. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, you know what's gonna open up the floodgates in the welterweight division? What's really gonna open up the floodgates in the welterweight division is gonna be when or if Manny Pacquiao retires, because then the WBA will be really up for grabs. I know this person who got the WBA regular, the dude from Russia, I believe, or from Croatia. One of those guys, I forgot it starts with a B. But Virgil Ortiz is the WBA gold belt, so he's in line to be the next WBA champion. If Manny Pacquiao lets that Super WBA go, and let's say he retires, then it puts Virgil Ortiz in the mix. And then I'm telling you, when I said what I told you about PBC in one of my videos, I said PBC is a sinking ship, is the Titanic. They're gonna have to do cross promotions, and remember, every time they do cross promotions, they lose out. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, ESPN. Sergey Derevchenko versus Triple G, DAZN. Andy Ruiz, even when he had all the 4 belts, DAZN. So when they do cross promotion, it seems like PBC is losing out on those other outlets. And right now, 160 pounds, Jamal Charlo, he's gonna have to fight somebody in the zone if he wants a good fight. In the welterweight division, yeah, they got it down packed. Let's see if Manny Pacquiao, what happened? Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence. Like I said, one of my videos that go to the zone. Mikey Garcia went to the zone. 154 pounds is still PBC, but every other lightweight division, probably the most interesting division right now with the Young Bucks. No PBC in there. Best Putin, yeah, him. So I'm not sure if he's with PBC. I'm not sure who is his promoter. We gotta double dime on that, double check on that. So, but I'm gonna say like this: if Manny Pacquiao does retire and let go to WBA, it's gonna open up the floodgates. It's gonna open up Virgil Ortiz is gonna be the next one up. I'm gonna tell you like that. He's gonna be the next one up. So I think the Buck Crawford versus Errol Spence is well overdue. Not well overdue. I'm not gonna say well overdue. I'm saying that we're not gonna see it in its prime. I believe so. I mean, they're not gonna fight 2020, right? It's gonna move over to 2021. The good thing about it is there is no excuse why these guys shouldn't fight right away. Because think about it, everybody is resting. Like I said, it wasn't yesterday, the day before yesterday. I'm like, Errol Spence was supposed to return right in the summer. That's it. I think he's going to be well prepared. Keith Thurman after surgery going to be well prepared. We're healthy. No rush into his hands, nothing like that. No more excuses. Daniel Garcia just had a fight. Mike Garcia just had a fight. Sean Porter's last fight, he's gonna be fresh. Everybody gonna be fresh, right? So, and if they don't make that fight, another training camp for Errol Spence and then Buck Crawford. I don't know, y'all. I don't know who Buck Crawford is gonna fight next. They talking about Kell Brook. To be honest, that sounds like a good matchup. Damn, so burn. Maybe somebody's barbecuing. Hold on, let me double check. My fault, yo, man. It just smelled like it was burning or something like that. So, cheers, my people. Cheers. I hope everybody's still doing good. I just had to say that. You already know. Ryan Garcia versus Crawford in the near future. I don't know. I think that'll be too much for Ryan Garcia. That would be too much weight, him gaining a lot of weight. Because remember, in the future, Crawford's not going to be 147 pounds. He probably moves to 154. That would be too much. Remember, like I said, Buck Crawford is 33 years old. So you won't see Ryan Garcia in the future. 3 years? He'll be, nah. I believe that the young era, this young era is very, very interesting, in which they really, I mean, there is no legends right now, right? Except for out of this era right now, the present era, because Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, the Virgil Ortiz, the Bruce Ennis, the Josh Kelly, all these guys, they it's not their era yet. They're not even at their primes, but the guys in their prime right now, who's a legend? Canelo Alvarez, right? I think so. Buck Crawford got there's a lot of good guys, but I don't think none of those guys. If Ryan Garcia fights a regular dude, right? And let's say Errol Spence just fights a regular dude. I'm not talking about he fights a regular dude, guy that we probably never heard of, and Ryan Garcia fights with a guy that we never heard of. Who packs the arena more? See, that's what I mean. At this point in time, these guys will need to fight each other just to get that type of seats. butts in the seats. You saw Ugas versus Sean Porter. That shit was empty. It was like 87 people up in there. And then the next fight, Sean Porter and Errol Spence fought, and it was a good turnout. But that's what you see. It has to be with this. It has to be a good opponent versus a good opponent to get those seats. I think these guys, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank David, they do so well on social media that they're actually probably could put more seats than the guys in their prime right now. So I don't know. Something need to shake up because for me, in my opinion, I'm losing interest in watching Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. I mean, I watch it, but it's losing more interest because I see that these guys are not going to be in their peak prime. And that's why I always stress that these guys should be fighting while they're young, but they're so afraid of their old. It's so much they could do, There's so much opponents they can make money off. They should stop worrying about the O. If Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fights next and one of them loses, let's say Bud Crawford loses, or let's say Errol Spence loses. Let's say Bud Crawford loses and Bud Crawford fights Danny Silva Garcia. Is that a pay-per-view fight? Is that a prime time fight? Hell yeah. Bud Crawford versus Keith One-Time Thurman. Is that a pay-per-view fight? Hell yeah, win or lose. Like Hearns, Duran, Leonard, Hagler, they all lost. But you know what? It was the golden era. And a lot of people always be like, yo, that's the best time in boxing, yo. Nobody was thinking about the O's because they all fought each other. And when the best fights the best, your stock don't drop. If you just move on to the next best thing, it's good. You understand what I'm saying? Ike Cortez gave this guy Hoya some trouble, and then Hoya fought Bruno Whitaker, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez, he fought Shane Mosley fought the Forest of the World. It was just great, right? These guys are fighting one another. Nobody's taking no type of, their stock is not dropping. They're getting more money. Even if they lose, they're getting more money the next fight, right? Kel looked good again. He did. Canelo wins on fixed Mexican holidays. Who remembers Cotto giving Canelo a boxing lesson only to be robbed off the fight? I don't know, friends. That rob is a lot. Like rob is when we say rob, that means without a doubt the dude won. Clean and no debate. That's to me robbed, in my opinion. And sometimes you may look at Rob in the scorecard. Let's say, for example, Cotto when he lost to Mayweather. Do you see the scorecard? One of the scorecard didn't have him winning one round. See, that for me, even that Cotto lost, and even that we probably know that Cotto lost, the scorecard robbed him. What was it? 120 something, 108. That's why Cotto cried in the locker room. He was mad about the scorecard. Like, and when you see those type of scorecard, you be like, I was gonna get robbed anyway, even if it was extremely close. I was gonna get robbed anyway. That Cotto versus Mayweather scorecard was horrible. Even if Cotto lost. So people get even robbed on a scorecard, even if they lose. I think that's what fighters really get mad. They'd be like, really? Okay, I lost, but damn. Really? 2 rounds you give me? Oh, no. Crawford can beat Thurman and Spence now. Crawford fighting 154. Okay, hold on. Let me read a little uppity up. Vet, I think if Pacquiao wants to fight for 1-2 more years, he would be better for him to go back to 140 pounds. He will definitely dominate the division. Pacquiao 1 to 2 years. It's just too much. He doesn't need it. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think him fighting. I think it's just going to lead to him getting knocked out, because if he looks good next year and he looks good, Is he gonna lose until he's gonna retire when he's really gonna? We don't want him to get ousted like Bernard Hopkins. He got punched out the ring like my man. Poof! Retire now. That's a bad way to retire, man. Just retire when you high, man. Just retire like Michael Jordan after the 3P. Don't come and play for Washington Wizards. We don't want to see, we don't want to see that type. Look at Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. still, and people criticize him for fighting way up, past that Ruiz fight, and look what happened. Salvador Sanchez, he would have lived, punch on. What do you think his future would have been like? Ooh, yeah. Damn. Salvador Sanchez, a monster. I mean, the sky's is the limit, but then in boxing, we don't know, We don't know. There's a lot of people that they start off great, well, you just never know. That's why we love boxing. That's why we have a love and hate relationship with boxing. And when we get mad at the boxers, but the boxers fighting, we're still gonna watch it. We just really never know. That's why we keep watching it. But Sanchez is a monster, though. He was a monster. Wilfredo Benitez, monster. Shout out to Wilfredo Benitez, still living. A lot of people really don't really give him a lot of notoriety right now. He's still living. Everybody keep your prayers up. I know he's not doing well physically and all that stuff, but he's still alive. Let's give their flowers. Let's give him his flowers now. Wilfredo Benitez, the youngest champion ever in the sport of boxing, won the title at 17 years old. Woo! Hold on, y'all. Let me get. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yo, I'm back. I'm back. And also, I'm gonna pose 2 trivia questions. I'm gonna pose 2 trivia questions to see the boxing minds of my peoples. The boxing minds of me Haney. If that's all right, can we do some trivia questions as well? So we could educate each other in the sport of boxing and stuff like that. Damn, I'm finishing this drink too fast, man. Damn. Punch, slow down, slow down, buddy. Slow down, buddy. You know who fell off? Felix Verdejo. What the fuck happened to him? You know what? I didn't follow him too much, man. And that's why I love this platform. We could really educate one another and stuff like that. And that's what it is, bro. That boxing is boxing is a world sport where, there's so many people that really get passed by that people don't talk about. And it's sad because these guys put their life on the line for pure entertainment, and then they're just forgotten, And it's sad. So I'm gonna hit you with a trivia question, all right? Y'all ready for the trivia question? In the future, I'm gonna have some trivia questions, and 2, when I get the merch, I'm gonna give it out. Y'all just whatever, give the address up, DM me or whatever, and then I shoot it out to y'all. I'm gonna give some trivia questions, but right now, of course, there's no merch to give out. But we're gonna start these on the live show. We're gonna start these trivia questions. Whoever answered them, you already get the merch, either a shirt, hat, or whatever I'm putting out there. Y'all ready for the trivia question? And then we're gonna move on and talk about Haney and Ryan Garcia being Hoya and Mo versus Mosley 2.0. Who? All right. Who is the youngest undisputed champion ever, non-heavyweight? Here we go. And you don't even got to answer it right quick. We're going to keep on talking. That's a trivia question. That's a trivia question for the live show today is who is the youngest? Who is the youngest undisputed champion ever, non-heavyweight? Drunken Master Boxer had a beautiful talent. Yeah, he did, man. The Drunken Master, he was the bad man. He had some great skills. Drunken Master Boxer had beautiful talent. Yeah, man. BX NYC. Floyd? Nah. Floyd never been an undisputed champion. Manny Pacquiao? Nah. Manny Pacquiao never been an undisputed champion. Remember, that's why I feel like that's the only reason why Manny Pacquiao may be fighting, so he become an undisputed champion in the welterweight division. Not going to answer. We discussed on Twitter last night. Mark, all right, Mark, don't answer it then. You already know. Don't answer it. Oh, see, but now you gave it out. Then you're going to be like, oh, man, I'm going to check on this Twitter account. Come on, Mark. You gave it out, man. Nah, man. Sorry, I didn't hear. Undisputed Joshua. Yeah. Undisputed champion. Undisputed, not heavyweight, non-heavyweight. Who is the youngest undisputed champion, non-heavyweight? I'm going to do a video about it, too, because we got to share light to a lot of dudes, because it's not only him that was that age. There was two other guys that it's within months. I don't know. Frank Stallone. Nah. How old was Frank Stallone? Should I give it to? Should I give him the answer, Mark? Rocky. Trivia questions of the day. Yeah, we'll be here all night. We'll be here all night. I don't even think, I even want to talk to a boxing historian to see if he knows the quote unquote boxing story. You know who I want to give that question to, yo? I want to give that question to Mike Tyson. You know, Mike Tyson knows everything. Thanks, man. All right, man. Stay safe. God bless, man. Floyd Patterson, nah, man. He's a heavyweight. He was the youngest heavyweight champion of the world. Whitaker, Whitaker was the youngest American undisputed champion, non-heavyweight. That was Whitaker. Whitaker won at the age of 26. I'll be back real quick. Gotta Google something. Oh man. I'm gonna give it in a minute. Mark, should I give it already, man? And Mark, I'm gonna have one just for you. I'm gonna say who was the second youngest, since I didn't think I said it last night. Who's the second youngest? De La Hoya? Nah. People gonna be like, come on, man, we were never gonna get that one. So the youngest undisputed champion ever in the sport of boxing, non-heavyweight, was Lionel Rose from Australia. Lionel Rose from Australia, 20 years old, bantamweight, 1968. Beat the Japanese dude, forgot his name, Buzmana, something like that. So yes, Lionel Rose from Australia, Australian legend, was the first undisputed, got the WBC, WBA, the rank, and the lineal championship belt. Never heard of him. Hey, that's why Punch Drunk is here, right? There's a boxing channel, and I always say these are my modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, and we got and we like to give credit and always remember those that came before what we know, you know? Because what really bummed me out is that when I posed that question, a lot of people didn't know about it. And I'm like, damn. So when do people usually start counting stuff? Like, there's something, it's boxing, baseball are two sports that really, really are, they draw down the historic numbers, right? I think boxing and baseball has the deepest recorded statistic of all sports, right? Because even in basketball, they can't give you all the statistics and stuff like that. But you can have statistics by the 1920s, 1919, 1890. In boxing, they have statistics. So, yeah, Lionel Rose is the youngest undisputed champion ever at the age of 20 years old, 1968. 20 years old, he became undisputed. That's some deep shit, right? And they don't even give him credit for it. Maybe because he was an Australian boxer that during that time, the WBC was really, I don't think was trying to do business with Australia. They was doing business with 11 countries. But yet he came from Australia, fought the Japanese guy and beat him. And I think around that time, probably they didn't want to. Remember, at that time, they didn't even use the word really undisputed. It was a word, but they didn't use it the way they're using it now. But technically, he's the youngest undisputed champion ever. All right, let's move on. All right. Just a little history for y'all. Let's refill, y'all. Let's refill. Let's refill, ladies and gentlemen. Lionel Rose. Don't worry. Don't try to Google it because they're not going to give you all the information because Google don't know everything. Who was the worst hypocritical rapist, Vince Champ or Bill Cosby? Hey. Free Bill Cosby. Joshua, what am I drinking today, sir? We drinking Coca-Cola. I'm just taking it light today with E&J. It's a cheap E&J, but I had it with me like for 3 years, even when I was living in Harlem and stuff like that, and then just moved out. I just carry a bunch of stuff. And so okay, let's move on. So what y'all think? Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, is that the future or becoming the present time of Shane Mosley and Oscar de la Hoya? And I say that because, of course, you already know that Shane Mosley and Oscar de la Hoya used to fight in the amateurs ever since they was, let's say, babies, right? Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia has fought like what 6 times in the amateurs, ever since they was what? They said their first fight was when they was 9 years old, and their last fight when they was 15 years old. So they fought like 6 times together, right? And Shane Mosley and Oscar de la Hoya grew up in a boxing circuit, just like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They never gonna have no beef. So don't even believe on the shit that you had they put out there. They never gonna have no beef. They friends. So I do think that it could become a Ryan Garcia versus. I think it could become Hoya and Mosley 2.0, which I think. I don't think Haney is as good as Sugar. I think if we're gonna start comparing cemented legacy, we're always gonna feel that way. So let's just project it, right? They're 21 years old, 21 years old, right? So what was Shane Mosley at 20, 21 years old, and what was Oscar De La Hoya that was unchampioned? They were still needed to prove themselves. So let's give these guys that opportunity, because if we're gonna start comparing, it's gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself because I'm the one that's coming out with the title, but I'm just saying I'm going by the prediction that it could eventually end up that way. It could end up like Hoya versus Shane Mosley, or see, I could have gone further and say that. I could have gone further and say, is it going to be Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran? You feel me? That's the Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard type of feel, right? So they deserve the spotlight. New era. I think they deserve the spotlight too. Yeah, they deserve the spotlight. They're doing a good job too. They're doing a good job being out there. And you know what? They're doing a good job engaging with the fans, in which these guys in their prime looks like they don't know. I think these guys are worse in social media than my grandmother. I'm talking about Buck Crawford, Keith Thurman, Demetrius Andre. These guys don't know how to engage with their fans, and that's why you see more and more days go by, more time goes by. People don't talk about these guys because they're not in the mix. They're not engaging, and at this time, you have to self-promote yourself. They do not engage with their own fans, and their fans are just leaving them to other people. No más dura. Yo, and by the way, y'all, if I'm usually not always on Instagram, but if y'all want to follow my Instagram, go follow Punch Run Boxing on Instagram. Go follow me on Twitter. They already they shut down my Twitter account, so I don't even got no followers in my Twitter account. They keep shutting down my Twitter account because I'm not a liberal. So every time I'm talking politics, eventually they get to me. So if you want to subscribe to, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I just opened up a new Twitter account last month, and what was it, like 3 weeks ago? That's or 2 weeks ago. That's Mr. Moonshine. I can't even put Punch Drunk Boxing. I put Mr. Moonshine because they're gonna get to me, and they shut down. They already shut down my Twitter account 3 times in this year. They shut down my Facebook account as well. So if y'all want to follow me on Instagram, Punch Drunk Boxing, I want to follow me on Twitter, go to Mr. Moonshine. So they deserve this, but no, they don't know the power of the dark side social media. Yeah, man, they don't know, man. Haney is different from Mosley, and Ryan is different from De La Hoya. I know that, but that's why I say the 2.0, the feel of it, because of course, and why I say that was that Shane Mosley was, Shane Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya never had that bad villain type of character, right? That personality. A lot of people like Shane Mosley, right? Shane Mosley was also was a handsome cat. Oscar De La Hoya was a handsome cat. He was not a villain. Shane Mosley was a villain. They was likable, two likable type of dudes. It's not like the villain versus the good guy. It's like two good guys versus one another. Oscar De La Hoya, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, great smiles, great kids. We see their background. They're not street dudes. They're all about boxing. They was brought up the boxing way. They was brought up the right way by their fathers, just like just like Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya. So I think that's why I get the feel, that type of feel, the Mosley and Hoya feel from Ryan Garcia, because it's just almost the same storyline. That's why I say it might be the 2.0. What y'all feel about that? Who y'all feel is going to win in a professional level, Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia? Now, I do want to see Devin Haney, how he is. I do want to see him fight a tune-up fight. I think it's just due. He's young, so he could get those type of tune-up fights to see where his shoulder is at. I I don't want to. We don't need to see a tough fight for him. We want to see him get back because he's young. Now, if he was like 30 years old, I'd be like, man, forget about the tuna fight. You need to fight. But he's a young dude, 21 years old, so he can get a tuna fight, see where his shoulders is at. Is it the same type of surgery that Haney had that Lomachenko had too? And you saw Lomachenko, he struggled a little bit with Pedraza. He didn't look like the Matrix to me. You can't. Plus, I do agree that this 30 years old class of fighters really missed the boat. Yo, Mark, I 100% agree with you, man. They missed the boat, man. They are missing the boat. Look at Crawford. Look at Spence. I mean, yo, I don't know, man, but that's why there's people that be like, oh, Punch Drunk, you don't know, man. Hey, Al Heyman has done great for them fighters. Yes, Al Heyman has put a bunch of money in their pockets. I would not knock Devin Haney as a manager for those fighters. But for a fan point of view, Al Heyman is killing the sport. As a fan point of view, because these guys, they don't think about legacy no more. They're just thinking about the purse, and they don't understand that their legacy will reign supreme. Their legacy is unlimited money, and I think they lost touch with that. That's just my opinion. That's why Al Heyman don't care about us. He just cares about them. A promotional company needs to care about the fans because they need to put the product out there, or we out. You feel me? But Al Heyman is just a manager advisor. He don't give a damn about the fans. It's not about us. It's about them. Should get with call him though. Devin Haney beats Garcia. Okay, France. All right. I got it the other way around right now. In the present time, I got it the other way around right now because Devin Haney went through his surgery, and we don't know where Devin Haney really is at. We don't know if he's going to implement some power. And I believe that Ryan Garcia has gotten significantly better, and his power has put him in my top 5 of the young dudes because of his power. He's getting that one knockout power. Versus Mosley, what like Superman versus Batman had a rule for both for me at least. Yeah, man, that was a tough fight for anybody to root for. You know, if you was a California dude, right? If you're from the West Coast and you're a California dude and you're a hardcore boxing fan, you had to like Shane Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya, right? I mean, I'm not from the West Coast, but I just felt when they fought, they both had love, both from California. Both came up in the boxing circuit the same way. My fault, that's the train out there. Promoters are too to blame, to be honest. They add politics in boxing. That bad for boxing. Of course, the promoters, but I understand there's some, they gotta. I think with the promoters, they're more likely to dabble with the fighter and the timetable, but also with the fans. They, like, for example, that's why I have so much respect for Oscar De La Hoya, and I do have so much respect for Eddie Hearn. And I say it like this, you know what? I've been through their press conferences, I've been through their through their event, and I've seen Eddie Hearn be the first one in and the first one and the last one out. He will answer anybody's question, bro. I'm talking about he will just, I seen it firsthand. I've been to like four media sessions. Eddie Hearns is I love what he's doing. That's why the Zone is so successful. I'm gonna tell you, look, and Golden Boys with the Zone too. You know, the Zone is successful because of Eddie Hearn. We can't knock that, man. I don't knock his hustle, man. I like Eddie Hearns. Not saying he's perfect, but none of these youngsters go to the PBC. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that they know if they go to PBC, they're gonna get some good money, right? But is it about the legacy as well? Why is the legacies pushing into the back burner of their decision making? I don't know. You know. Tan Dave's gonna be a middleweight by the time boxing returns. Like heavyweight, right? He's gonna be calling out Devin Benavidez. and Caden Plant. And maybe, hey, maybe Javonte St. Davis is working out right now. He hasn't posted none. He's posting old shit. You know what's funny? That Devin Haney is posting old clips of him in the training camp. He ain't posting like Ryan Garcia. He's not posting like Devin Haney because you already know these guys are in shape. But you don't see no Javonte St. Davis posting current boxing mid workouts because he know he got a beer belly right now. Maybe. Yeah, I like Eddie, man. Only thing they get in the PBC is gold choker. Hey, Chavez Sr. gave Dan Hoya some good punches for an older man. Fun fact, Julio Chavez was bagging some. Oh, yo, Julio Chavez is a legend. Legend, one of the best ever. One of the best ever. And I'm gonna say it like this: if Julio Chavez, let's keep it real. If Julio Chavez was American, can you imagine? Even if he was an American, if he would just know how to promote himself and speak English, you know they would have been all. They would have been. He's the best ever. He's the best ever. Last time he lost was what? He won like 81. What was it again? 80, 81 and 0. Can you imagine if he was American, how they'd be pumping that? And that's why I say about Lionel Rose. They don't pump him because he's not American, and you already know that American leaves it in the media and media and putting out there and pumping things up. If Manny Pacquiao was American, you already know. You already know. They just found their new Muhammad Ali. They'll probably push Muhammad Ali to the side just because, you know. That's why people got to follow boxing all over the world. And it's hard sometimes to follow all over the world because sometimes if you're looking at boxing in Germany or in Russia, they're going to talk their language. So it's actually hard for people to get, you know, into those type of languages, you know. Asia got their own circuit right now. Like Asia got their own history in boxing. That, when it comes to those to the small divisions, a lot of these dudes are doing special things. And we're not actually watching it. We're not seeing it. Asians has been in boxing forever, and there's a lot of Asian legends, a lot of Asian legends, and they don't count their records as well. Like we don't count it. Like Noplin was a monster back in the days, 1960s. Noplin. Want to go and gain weight after the pandemic. I think people actually, to be honest, during this pandemic, I've witnessed more people that really didn't want to go to the gym or really want to get in shape, actually getting in shape. I'm gonna tell you like this. Just earlier on, I saw like 3 couples of my neighbor that I never seen actually run. They actually ran. I saw one of the women out here doing aerobics. And if they doing it, I believe these boxers are actually getting in shape. Look at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is doing push-up contests with whoever, anybody at live. So I think this is actually it's like I said in the beginning when I was talking about the coronavirus. I think this is strengthening us in our moral compass. We are really thinking about family now without distractions. We're thinking about family without distractions. We're spending time. We're laughing. We're watching a movie. We're spending time with one another without looking at the clock. And that's the special thing. I think that we're never, when we get through this, we're never going to have this time again. We have to really, really take advantage of this time right now. We're never going to have the time where when we're spending time with our significant other, when we're spending time with our children on a daily basis without vacation, on a daily basis just living life without looking at the clock. You understand what I'm saying? When you're spending time with your kids and stuff like you're about to go to work or you need to do this. Like everything is in slow motion. You're going to sleep when you want to go to sleep. It's not really no curfew. I don't got to go to sleep early because I got to go to work. The kids don't got to go to sleep way early because they got school. And it's just a We're living life, looking out for one another, looking out for one another, and family's coming first. And you're checking on your friends. You're not texting and seeing them, and you're checking on your friends and your family doing good. Do you need anything? I got more meat in the refrigerator. I got probably slices of a loaf of bread. Do you need money? I could give you some money because you don't know when your check is going to come. People are starting to become very friendly. If I'm going to a store, hey, how you doing? Take care. God bless you. Just like I saw the postman just came. He delivered the mail. Stay blessed, man. Be safe out there. You know, we're starting to talk to one another and look out for one another the way we should. But let's talk about boxing. Man. I'm going too deep on it, man. This is like a therapy session. Nice neighborhood punch. That's like real chill. Yeah, it is, man. Hey, Punch Drunk, are you from the Bronx? Nah, I'm not from the Bronx, man. Born and raised, Washington Heights, Harlem. If I'm not mistaken, Donald Trump's stimulus check starting to come on Monday. Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I really haven't checked on that. I don't know. I heard, what was it they said? I heard some people say like April 6th, right? And they said like 2 to 3 weeks or something like that if you have that direct deposit. I haven't really touched base on that, to be honest, because my mind really has been my mind is really has been if my grandmother's okay, and my kids are okay. You know, we doing good for the most part. Are you Dominican guessing since you said Washington Heights? Thought you were PR. I'm everything Snoop. I'm a mixed breed that, you know, a lot of people ask me, what are you? And I'm saying I'm from the human race. And if I don't say that, then it contradicts my information and my thing that I give out there. I've started to not care about what we are as race or nationality. I think we come from the human race, and I think that this coronavirus also is inevitable that we should all think like that, because the coronavirus don't care if you're black, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Japanese, Chinese, and we should start looking at each other as the human race. There's no nationality. There is no race for me. For me, that's all an illusion. It's just all something to separate us in a way. But I'm everything. I'm everything. I'm gonna say like that, Snoop. Matter of fact, I have a video to say what really I am. You gotta guess, homie. Gotta guess, Snoop. So, y'all already know, smash the like button if you tuning in right now. It's not a lot of people, but it is what it is. We are a community. We are peoples right here. It doesn't matter if it's 10, doesn't matter if it's 100, doesn't matter if it's 200, doesn't matter if it's 5, doesn't matter if I'm talking to one. I'm still here for you. I'm going to be rocking it out right now because I got no time limit. But the baby's got to go to sleep. Damn, my daughter still haven't gone to sleep. Respect, Punch on. Wish you and your family be safe, healthy, Devin. Thanks, my bro. Thanks, Snoop, man. I hope your family's doing good too. I hope like I said, man, I hope everybody's having this type of time, positive time with their family, healthy. And just taking it serious. Follow the direction that the government and the doctors are giving us. I mean, we won't lose this way. We fighting all this together. And we gotta run this thing like a team, right? We all a team out here, right? I mean, it's something that is affecting the whole is affecting the human race, and we all a team right here. And that's why I say, you know what, this coronavirus ain't going after one race; it's going after all of us. So we have to listen to the instructions, and we gotta stay home. Stay home, like really, I'm staying home. I'm chilling with the family. Like, what's out there anyway? The strippers ain't stripping. The bartenders ain't spinning the drinks, right? Ain't nothing to do out there, right? So let's stay home. Let's listen to instructions. Good looking out, Snoop. Man. Good looking out for the support, my brother, man. Love you, man. God bless, man. Thanks a lot. Let's stay truth. Let's follow direction. We all a team. It's like, they're giving us instruction, and it's up for us to execute it. Just like if we was in a basketball team, right? They give us the coach gives us a plays and playbook. We run it. Let's execute it, and we're gonna be victorious. And that's the thing that has to happen right now. We gotta all of us collectively, we gotta start listening. Yo, we all gotta stay. Let's stay home for for 2 weeks. I mean, and then by the time May comes or whatever, and the summer comes, coronavirus, you already know, man, it slows down in the hot weather, and then we'll be back and running by September, by when the cold weather comes back. But let's stay home. Let's just let the hot weather come in late April, May, June. Let nature takes its course as well. Let's do what we have to do as a human race, and we're gonna be good. You feel me? I think that's what people really got to understand. I see people, I want to go out. I've seen, on the road, I'm going to the grocery, and I see a bunch of people out there masked, and they just gotta be out. I gotta be out. Let's listen to the directions for like 2 weeks. Let's do that, and you're gonna see. We're gonna, we're gonna be victorious. But if we start, this is like a team. There's going to be a guy out there that's not going to pass the ball when he needs to pass the ball, or, he's not listening to the play. Guess what? We all going to fall. We all going to fall. It needs to be a collective unit. We have to move as one. And we're not going to be victorious. We're going to lose. We're going to lose. And I hope y'all all keep God first, everything second. Thanks, Snoop, again for the support. Good looking out, man. France, you too, my brother, man. You already know, man. Thanks for the support. So we talked about the book Crawford and the Errol Spence, and probably overdue. It's past their prime. Just like, I mean, people are still gonna watch the fight, but I feel like we're not gonna watch the best Errol Spence that we can have when the intellect matches the physical ability, and we're not gonna watch the best. We might see Buck Crawford because Crawford is a gym rat, but I don't feel like everybody else is like that. So, and that's why I like these guys to fight at the age of 25, 26, because they're still a gym rat, and at that moment they're still not millionaires and rich. See, for example, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's a millionaire, right? That's it. He's getting paid, and he really never had a legacy fight. A lot of these guys are getting paid millions and never had that type of legacy fights. Like, I gotta understand them as well. Like, really, am I gonna be a millionaire? Think about yourself. If you're a millionaire, do you want to get punched in the face? You're gonna be like, what the hell? I'm getting punched in the face. I'm a millionaire. Why the hell am I gonna put myself like? Why I gotta look like that? I'm a millionaire. Matter of fact, I don't even need to fight the biggest fight in the world. I'm still gonna get millions. So these guys are thinking that way now. But if they would, but that's why these guys are different from the older guys, because the older guys knew if you wanted to get paid money, you're going to have to fight the hardest fight. The most challenging fight is going to give you the purse. You just ain't going to fight this person and go and get that hot purse. You got to fight that. Nowadays, Al Heyman, he know how to give you that money. Like, you could fight Red Rock. Dennis Garcia could fight Red Rock, and it's still going to give him some millions. And we're cool, Nah. That's why these guys, I would like to see people be like, oh, man, Teofimo Lopez, he's too young to fight Lomachenko. Nah, Teofimo Lopez is not this millionaire. He's still hungry. He's going to fight Lomachenko, and he's going to reap the reward of fighting a Lomachenko. He's going to be, imagine if he beats Lomachenko. He got all the belts at the age of 22, if he does. Then the millions start coming. But you know what? He won it when he was still hungry. Keith Thurman ain't hungry. These guys are just strictly businessmen now. Adrian Broner is not hungry. Errol Spence is not hungry. There's a lot of guys that ain't hungry. Chris with Ubik is not hungry. Probably just doing it for his daddy. Virgil Ortiz is hungry. Boots Ennis is hungry. Ryan Garcia is hungry. He keeps saying about proving because they look at him like he's just a pretty boy and stuff like that. Oh, he don't got it. He want to prove people wrong. He want to prove. Canelo Alvarez got all the money in the world. He still want to prove he's fighting for legacy. Let's support the people that want to fight for legacy. And if you want to be a businessman and rob all money, it ain't going to happen because we getting smarter. Just like these guys are getting smarter in business. Us boxing fans are getting smarter on who to choose and who to pick, who we really wanted to support. We really want to support because we're not getting money out of this. Us fans, we just getting entertaining. And when we're not entertained and we know that you're not trying to really entertain us, you're trying to rob us and waste our time, and you're not chasing your legacy, how can fans be more passionate about their legacy more than their own legacy? That's the problem in the sport of boxing, y'all. That we as fans are actually we want more legacy. We care about their legacy more than they care about their own legacy. That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. And that's what us fans, we get frustrated because we see what could be out there. We see what they could accomplish. We see it's right there in front of your face. My man, why you don't want to accomplish this? Why you don't want to be this? Huh? It's like when Joshua and Deontay Wilder was going to fight, right? Anthony Joshua should have never fought Andy Ruiz the first time, right? The same month or a month apart, Deontay Wilder was about to fight Dominic Breazeale. It was no reason for Deontay Wilder to be fighting Dominic Breazeale. It was no reason for Anthony Joshua to be fighting Andy Ruiz. That was the perfecto time for them to fight. And you know what? They didn't do it. Now look. You know what? They don't care about the legacy and the fan. It has to be the other way around. In every other sport, we see that there's certain athletes that do care. We see a Kobe Bryant, the Mamba, that really cares about his legacy. We see Michael Jordan. We don't think that we care about his legacy more than more than he cares about his. We see that he's chasing. He wants to be great. In the sport of boxing, we just can't see people that really want to be great. We want them to be greater more than they want to be. That's the problem in the sport of boxing. It does not happen in other sports. Damn, I'm preaching now. Crawford looks like the real deal. He don't back down. My respect for that dude. Yes. I like Crawford because he's a gym rat. You see that he wants to be great. And that's why I'm not one of those dudes that even want to critique Bud Crawford. I would critique Bud Crawford's business move. I would critique him by saying, damn, why you signed with Top Rank when you had and you wanted the welterweight division? You should have signed with maybe at this time you would have probably signed with Al Heyman just because he has all the welterweights. Not because I like Al Heyman, but because he had all the welterweights. And that fight that Errol Spence for with Porter, that would have been on Bud Crawford and Spence if Bud Crawford was with Al Heyman and PBC. That's the only reason. But the dude stays in the gym and he stays constant in the gym and he's there helping the young dudes like Shakur and all these dudes. He's just a gym rat. Canelo Alvarez is a gym rat. You got to give credit to these dudes. They still running with a 6-pack. Where they're not contractual to fight. And all these PBC dudes are running around with beer bellies. I respect the Caden Plant of the world. Do you see Devin Benavidez when he was chilling with his girl? Huh? Okay, she got a little nice. She got a little nicey booty right now, but you know what I'm saying? Good looking out, Devin Benavidez. You got a good one there. But you saw his little chichos, his love handles coming out of his pants and stuff like that. Come on, man. You know you're not ready. You ain't ready for Caden Plant if they do the contractual fight right now. Ruiz versus Joshua rematch was super boring, no doubt. Joshua won, but very little action. Can't blame boxer for trying to avoid brain damage. Nah. I mean, look, Joshua did what he had to do to win. I'm cool with that. You know, he made the proper adjustments. You have to give props to the people that made the proper adjustment. I'm gonna tell you, there's a couple of fighters. This is how you gauge the fight. A good fighter, he'll lose and come back, make the proper adjustment. Like let's say, and like Tyson Fury, he didn't lose, but like you see Anthony Joshua, he made the proper adjustment for him to win the fight. It was not for him to entertain the crowd, but it actually got his belt back, and he won with an adjustment, and he beat Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz didn't make the adjustments to retain his belts, right? You got to give him props. They're respect, but now here comes special fighters. Special fighters make the adjustments during the fight. That's when you call special fighters, when they make timely adjustments. When you see Floyd Mayweather get clipped by Shane Mosley, and then you notice that Floyd Mayweather will never get clipped like that again. That's when fighter, that's special about them, when they make the proper adjustment during the fight. Sometimes boxers learn when they lose a fight. J. Rock Williams, he might have to learn to get back in the gym if he wants to fight Banana again. He's not going to happen, but that's the proper adjustment. Lomachenko, when he's getting hit, because Lomachenko all of a sudden is getting hit too much for my liking, but he make the proper adjustment. Keith Thurman, when he's getting hit by the body and hit by Luis Collazo and still win the fight. When he got hit by Josecito Lopez and managed to not get hit with that same punch once again, and he managed to win the fight. The proper adjustments, like Errol Spence made against Kell Brook, where Kell Brook is winning the first half of the fight, and then he make the proper adjustments to actually, make it more a grunt fight, get into his body, clinch more and go to the body, clinch and go to the body, and make it rougher and rougher and rougher until for a guy that's been coming down 2 weight classes down and get him tired and things of that nature. You have to make the timely adjustment during the fight. You understand what I'm saying? And those are great special fighters. That's my take. If Teofimo Lopez wins or loses, he wins either way. I mean, his stock doesn't drop if he loses if Teofimo Lopez loses to Lomachenko. Imagine it's a close fight and he loses to Lomachenko. His stock don't drop. Because Teofimo Lopez got to fight with Javante Davis. He still could fight Ryan Garcia. He can still fight Devin Haney because he's young. It didn't hurt Canelo Alvarez when he lost to Floyd Mayweather. Not even Amir Khan. Amir Khan lost to Prescott. Did it actually hinder his career? No, he made man money. He made as much money as the guy that's making money right now. It didn't hinder his career because he lost young. Bernard Hopkins lost to Roy Jones Jr. He lost young too. Like, it didn't hinder Bernard Hopkins becoming a Hall of Famer. Who else lost? Zab Judah won. It didn't hinder him to eventually becoming an undisputed world champion. So I think, and it's media needs to love boxing. Media really needs to report the sport of boxing the way it needs to be reported. And that's the problem, is that a lot of people in the sport of boxing is way more casuals than hardcore boxing fans. And there should be way more hardcore boxing fans than casuals. There's a lot of fans that just follow when the fight is contractual to fight. Like, I'm going to give you an example right now. I've had the same title, and Bud Crawford and Errol Spence was contracted to fight, it might have more people on it to engage in this conversation. But because it's not even close, people need to follow these guys' journey to understand where they at right now, why they may lose, why they may struggle, and so forth and so forth. Cheers! Punch, that Berto versus Collazo boxing match was awesome. Also, Collazo worked to the body, reminded me of the old school boxer Strictly to the box. Of course, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of dudes, like I said in my live show the other day, is that these other dudes know how to go to the body because remember, they fighting in the amateurs. They fought a lot of fights in the amateurs, and of course, at that time, these guys fight with headgear. You can't knock out a dude, punching him in the head, so you go to the body. A lot of people that got great amateur background had enough fights, they know how to go to the body. That's why you see early in their careers, they put their opponent down with body shots because they'll go to the body. The more they go with their career, the longer they go. They actually forget about the art of going to the body. If you notice that from boxers, the more they be professionals, they forget about the fundamentals of going to the body. Or they evolve. Of course, they evolve. They put more tools in the toolbox. The modern culture is the problem. People are scared of L's or egos. Exactly, man. People are afraid of L's. And I think they look at L's not like they don't look at L's like an experience. They look at L like it's the end of my career and this is the end of the world. I look at L's as an experience. I look at L's as adjusting. I look at L's as sometimes as a blessing. There's people that know how to take an L and need to and could flourish right after. Miguel Cotto lost early in his career. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out a couple of times, like 3 times before becoming Manny Pacquiao. So there's other guys that have the heart to. That's a real fighter. A real fighter could take a loss. A real fighter could take a loss. A real fighter know how to adjust. They know how to still work on their craft. Still want to get better. But I need a team's trainer is not personal. That's why I really don't take it personal when the fighters change their trainers, because at the end of the day, it's me stepping inside that ring. I need the best game plan at this stage in boxing. When you're an elite fighter, a well elite fighter, a veteran fighter, it's not about if you got skills anymore. We know they got skills. We know they got all the skills. At this stage, for example, we have a Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. If we have Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. At this stage, it's not about skills. People talking about, oh my God, Deontay Wilder don't got no skills. Oh my God, blah, blah, he got more. It's not about the skills. It's about game planning. If Mayorga could beat a Forrest that got way more boxing skills than Mayorga, it has to go with game planning, right? If Errol Spence and if Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fights, it's not about skills. We know exactly what Bud Crawford could do, and we know what Errol Spence could do. They know what they could do. It is all about game planning and adjusting, and that's all. It's listening to instructions, actually trusting your corner at all times, and sticking to the game plan. So I think that these fighters will fight anybody, but I think it's the promoters and their advisors and their manager that make them start thinking like businessmen is start of thinking like warriors and fighters. And once that, you remember Mickey, you remember Mickey in Rocky 3 when he's like, oh man, you just got, you're civilized. You can't beat Clubber Lang because now you're civilized. You understand? You're not hungry like that. You this guy will wreck it. Mickey. This guy will beat you inside of 3 rounds. They wasn't setups. They was handpicked. They'll knock you to tomorrow, rock. But that's true, though. That's true. They'll knock you to tomorrow, rock. Let me see. Floyd Mayweather's daughter arrested for attempting murder. Ooh, yo. Oh, my God. Attempting murder? Then who she tried to kill? Did I miss on that? Let's see. Lo. Okay. That's why I hate when the good weather comes in. For allegedly stabbing with her boyfriend. Good looking out on the news, Los. Should we read on? Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yana, has been arrested for felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Has learned and appears to have been in confrontation over NBA YoungBoy. Mayweather is currently in Houston Harris County Jail after getting arrested at 1:30. Law enforcement alleged victim, an NBA YoungBoy, were at his home when Yana arrived and told the woman she was YoungBoy's fiance and Jacob should leave the house. Jacob's oh man, it's too much. We're told the argument moved into the kitchen where Yana was holding two knives. According to our sources, Jacob stepped toward Yana and Yana charged at him with one of the knives. Jacob told cops she didn't feel the first knife wound, but then she said Yana charged at her with the second knife, stabbing her again. Ooh, lo. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is true, ladies and gentlemen, Los, good looking out. Boxing champ, good looking out. Hey, let's switch. Can we pour a little more drink on this one? All right, little Cokie. We're gonna waste this tonight. Good combo. Thank you guys. You see, that's probably that's what my brothers always look out for me, so we can have a better talk. Man, this is life talk right now, man. So Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter, a little violent little girl, huh? She's tiny too. If all this is true, man, Floyd Mayweather's having a rough time. Baby mama died. Rest in peace. Roger Mayweather, the Black Mamba, the original Black Mamba, died. Rest in peace. Damn it, Floyd Mayweather's daughter out there trying to kill somebody. Damn, a lot of violence is good. A lot of violence is going on right now. I'm gonna say it like this. Like I said, if y'all was tuning into the last live show, right? And I was talking about why Manny Pacquiao. I became a fan of Manny Pacquiao because I became a fan of the man. I became the fan of the morals. I became the fan of moral and family structure. I became a man of the man. When you become and you get older and you start having a family, you start strengthening your relationship with God, and then you start looking at things different way, and you get married, you become a faithful man, not only to your significant other but also to your family, because being faithful to your woman is being faithful to your family. Can you imagine you busting a nut on something and losing everything you got because you wanted to bust a nut on a stranger? Can you imagine that? But let's keep on talking. So that's why I became a fan. But if you look at the structure of, let's say, and I don't want to bring this on Floyd Mayweather, but this is just an example because this is life. These are life lessons. And I always said, if y'all subscribe to me, y'all already know I said that boxing translates to life itself, right? The struggles, the nutrition, the accountability, the adjustments, the everything, right? If you're not, we all live in a 12 round bout. Our life is a 12 round bout, and we got to come prepared. We can't slack off. We can't have no shortcuts. We got to make an adjustments when we get knocked down, or we make an adjustment when something is not working. Sometimes we need to step back and take a knee on a round. So boxing is like a 12 round bout. It actually boxing translates to life itself, and that's why I love the sport of boxing. So then we're talking about. I was trying to say that I respect Manny Pacquiao more as a man than even a fighter, because when you grow as a man and you get older, you start living, more for family. You start thinking about the right things. You start to be more cautious on the things that you could gain and lose, right? So just looking at this woman, Floyd Mayweather Jr., could have, or she's set, right? Daddy set her up. You don't need no type of your daddy fought for you. Your daddy fought for his whole family. He risked his life for his family to get. He built his empire with his bare hands. That's something we always got to give credit to. That's why I love these boxers, because they build it fighting, blood, sweat, and tears with their bare hands, right? And then you go out there, these fives, and you want to stab your little boyfriend. Woman, you like 18 years old. The hell you think you gonna gain at 18 years old with a little boyfriend trying to stab you and he's with somebody else? And there is no God in this circle. It's very toxic. You could be successful, but you could be successful yet be very toxic. You know, because perception becomes your life, right? Perception becomes your life. She probably not trying to stab the dude because she can't get another man. She trying to stab the dude because it makes her look stupid. You know, like let's say that your girl or there's ladies out there and your man is cheating on you. You want to go after the girl or the guy, not because your girl just cheating on you or whatever. It's because that person make you look stupid. That person they cheating on you with doesn't make you look like you're worth it enough. So you want to kill that person that's actually with that man, your man or your girl. And if you look at the structure, look at Manny Pacquiao's family. Look at the kids. Look at the way they dress. Look at the way they act. Look at the way they also respect the name, the brand. They respect the name Pacquiao. They do not embarrass all the things their father has done. They live and respect the head of the household. But then when you have a guy like, let's say, Floyd Mayweather, I don't need to bring this up, but this is life lessons, right? And all you see is him glorifying scoochies like they're beautiful. Girl collection. High-class scoochies. What's a scoochie? It's a combination of a skank and a hoochie. That's what I call girl scoochies. Scoochies. That's a new word. It's a combination of a skank and a hoochie. So he glorifies this in his page. He glorifies girl collection. He glorifies that more than his own family. He glorifies it. You know? And that's where you see the moral compass. Huh? Maybe if you was taking your daughters to damn church, if you were instilling moral stability and not expose, but market, advertise what a real woman is, maybe she would have a sense of being secure, feeling like she's beautiful, feeling like she's worth it, feeling like a guy dating a damn rapper. The hell a rapper's gonna do it for you? Huh? He needs to be out there so he could gain those type of attention. You ain't gonna get no faithful rapper. Come on, man. Not at that age. What the hell you think, woman? But when you're living a lifestyle and you're promoting a lifestyle that's very toxic, how do you think your kids is gonna be? They're following the father's footsteps, and even if the father's not a woman, you degrade a woman. Get on the table, dance, shut the F up. Here, take your clothes off. Because that's what you promote. Right? Then you promote insecurities to the own women in your own family. Yeah, you could tell your daughters like, "Oh, don't worry, you're beautiful, and don't look like that." But then those are the type of women, the scoochies that you're actually pumping up. Go to girl collections. Come on, guys, you want to have a good time? Go to girl collection. How about you want to have a good time? Go to a nice setting and meet a great woman that's gonna hold you down, that's gonna have moral stability, that's gonna have God in her heart, that's gonna understand what a real man is and know how to play a part as a woman as well. So, how you think his daughter's gonna act like? Girls like girl collection, right? Because that's the only girl that you pump up. I ain't never seen Floyd Mayweather pump up a girl that's actually that you look at her and be like, you know what? She could be something. She could be a wife. She's a wifey type. Tell me if a woman that Floyd Mayweather has pumped up. He don't even pump up his own daughters like that. Like, my daughter is real good and they're all faithful and they're so really good girls and stuff like that. You pump up the scoochies. So you know what? You know who you're gonna mold? Another scoochie. Here we go. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just speaking the truth. Pac-Man had kid out of wedlock on his wife. Where's the kids at? Where's those kids? I mean, I don't see those kids. All I know about Manny Pacquiao, he promote family. And even let's say Manny Pacquiao had out of wedlock, he has transitioned into a family man. We're not saying that Manny Pacquiao never was this person. We never said that, not in my channel. Y'all already know I said that Manny Pacquiao was the one cheating on his wife. We already know back in 2010 or before the Tim Bradley fight, she was about to divorce his ass because he out there getting drunk, gambling, spending time on hookers or whatever. We all know that about Manny Pacquiao, but we also know about him getting better. We all know about him getting saved. We all know about the resurrection of a Manny Pacquiao. We all have our little skeletons. We all have our messed up. We all have our little recklessness. But in the end of the day, it's where you end up and what you preach at the same time. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao could do whatever things on the side, but it's one thing about glorifying it, and it's one thing about you doing things on the low, right? Because let's say, for example, I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of people be like, yo, I started getting tattoos at the age of 15, right? So I had a lot of tattoos. Sometime at a point where, you know, at that moment, tattoo wasn't even, I mean, they was going to kick me out of high school because I had tattoos. They were trying to say, oh, you can't show. I had tattoos young, as a young dude, that a young dude won't have the type of tattoos like that at a young age, right? So my son don't want to have tattoos, right? I don't glorify the tattoo and be like, yo, son, tattoo is great. I tell my son, like, yo, tattoos, and if I'm all about God, you know, I did this to my body. You know, you don't want to, you don't, I don't glorify, like, I'll do a tattoo, but that doesn't mean I glorify, like, this is right. You understand? When you were grown up and you make your own decision, but I'm not going to say that this is right. I'm not going to say that this is toxic to my skin. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to still be real with it. You understand what I'm saying? So Manny Pacquiao could do all the dirt and he could whatever may treat a woman or may treat a woman bad or whatever back in the days. But you know what? He don't glorify it. There's one thing about glorifying the Scoochie. Floyd Mayweather, which is a hard work, dedication type of guy, you could see that he is a constant professional when it comes to his craft. When it comes to being or putting out there and becoming a real role model, responsible figure, and knowing that there's other kids that actually want to emulate you, and you're in a position of the power of changing minds and altering minds. For example, I'm gonna give you another example. My son likes Floyd Mayweather, and my son likes to see highlights of how Floyd Mayweather works out. So then my son may be in Instagram, right? But then whatever Floyd Mayweather posted on Instagram is about Scoochies. You know, then it's kind of like, do you have to have some type of responsibility and time? And people gonna be like, but that's parents. But at the end of the day, you like what other people accomplish because there are successful people that could be emulated at the same time. Let's take a little more drink, drink. You know, we preaching right now. Punch drunk. This is life classes right now. But of course, I'm not egotistical. I want to learn. I want to learn as well. And that's why I like these type of sessions with my brothers out here. What up, Toby? What's good, my brother, man? What's good? Chilling. I hope you're doing good, man. Tell him, Toby, smash that like button. You already know, man. Support the movement. Support your boy. What's up? Yeah. Thanks, France, man. Yeah, man. You spot on a moral assessment. Yeah, man. It's all about moral stability and getting back to having some moral standards, right? I think that's where we're losing in life, right? We're losing the inability to have common sense, right? I feel like I feel school should have curriculum, just common sense, right? And I think that society right now, we're losing the moral stability. I feel like people are starting to not live real life. I think people are living through perception. That's what social media is. You, we're living through perception. People are not even going out to have a good time. People are going out for an Instagram story. People are going out to pull some picture up so they could say, look, I dressed up good and I dressed up nice and look at me here now. People are not living life. People are living through perception. So even I feel like, put it this way with Floyd Mayweather, I feel like he doesn't live the life that he puts out there, right? Because we could see Floyd Mayweather in the club and he could have he pops, he's popping champagne, but Floyd Mayweather doesn't drink. So why would you go out there, perceive yourself as this guy that you popping all this bottle? I'm not even talking about now, I'm just talking about back in the days. Floyd Mayweather's not a drinker. He doesn't drink. So why promote all of that, right? Why promote something that you really don't believe in? Floyd Mayweather, look at his girls. Look at the girls that he had that he's has wifed up. They're all businesswomen. They're not hoes. You know, they're not scoochies. But why you promote like those are the special women out there? You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You're promoting out there a perception, but why not promote something that is real? Why promote something that's not educated? You know, because the more you put perception out there, the more believable it is. Even your own kids, they might love dad, but I love the perception of dad though. That's the perception that I want because that's the perception that makes me money. Could the real you make you millions? Could the real you make you money? Or you're gonna have to live through this perception throughout your whole life. Even when you're 80, say, yo, you gotta be in a girl collect. Yeah, take that booty, take that booty. You know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta have a little bathroom break. I gotta pee right quick, and you know I'm gonna wash my hands soon. So stay with me. I'm not timing off. I just gotta go out there, run right quick, and drain the anaconda. Ooh. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go. You know, when you're drinking, when you're in a bar, you're drinking a lot of beers and stuff like that, and you keep going to the bathroom.
Hey, 15 more minutes.
15 more minutes. I got a clock. So, it's not stupid comparison. We're talking about leading by example as a father. I'm missing it. Yeah, low. Y'all going back and forth out here? Damn, I can't even go back. Hold on. Damn, it's so light. Can't even see the. Okay. I got a time in them. What y'all talking about, my brothers? It is hard for a rich man to not enter the kingdom of heaven. If you put God first, everything second, it won't be that hard, it won't be hard at all. If you put God everything second, if you genuinely put God first and everything second, you hold God into your heart, you let him, you know, really have a genuine relationship with God and build on that relationship. It don't matter if you're the richest man in the world, it doesn't matter if you're the poorest man in the world. You're always gonna feel rich, you're always gonna feel wealthy with God in your heart. So some people like athletes, or artists, they win an award and they'd be like, thank you, God, for everything you're giving me. But in reality, it's not about God. It's just a robot in their mind, They really generally don't have a relationship with God because you can see it through their lifestyle. For example, where I talk about God all day, but I'm little drink. And at the end of the day, I also pray and be like, um, It's not something I really want to promote. It's just something I'm having a good time and just chilling in the back. But I know that it's toxic to my body, But it's something I'm not gonna promote it to my kids and be like, "This is good," or say, "This is great." I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what? This is great, guys. Drink right now, and it's great for your body. No, it's toxic to your body. You want to have a little drink and chill out for a bit. Have wine, like Jesus wine is all good. But I'm not gonna promote it as this is a great thing. And I feel like that's the difference. That even you could do whatever you want to do, but when you're trying to glorify something that you're not supposed to be glorifying, that's when I know what type of person you could be. Um, and I hope I'm not contradicting myself. Like I said, I'm not perfect. It's not. It is hard for stupid comparison. We're talking about leading by example. Pacquiao breaking records, only boxing champion in different decades, older welterweight champion over seven. Okay, friends. I've only just seen a headline. What happened? Okay. Floyd Mayweather stabbing someone. Her ex boyfriend. I think she's been having problems with that dude that she's been dating for a long time. I think she's just a jealous freak, man. She needs to maybe she's insecure, And maybe when you date, I think probably with her since she's trying to make a name out of herself, and then she's dating somebody that is also having a good following. Isn't embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you're the girl getting dumped and you can't take it, right? And I think this is probably what's going on with her. But hey, I hope she's really being loved and really understand, And she's a cute girl. She's a beautiful girl too. But hey, boxing champ. I just got out the Patron tequila. All right, boxing champ. All right. Damn, okay. I'm almost done with this. I don't think I'm gonna be done with it, but I feel like I'm I feel like it's good that I'm actually finishing this because it was just sitting it was just sitting in the crib. Let me pour some little Coca Cola. Um, but again, thank you guys for rocking with me, yo, man. Thanks, man. This a conversation, man. We're good, man. And you know what? We out here and we still, we still could build. We could still school each other and be there for one another. As we might be strangers, but at the end of the day, like I always say, and I always keep it genuine, yeah, you guys and gals are my brother and sister in Christ, man. And thank you again for rocking with me. Thank you again for supporting the kid and stuff like that. Man, y'all really uh, individuals that really I can't wait to do it. I'll be like, I can't wait. My man Toby, yo, what's good, man? I can't wait to get online and talk to BX, yo, what's good, France, Minor. I can't wait to talk to all y'all peoples and all y'all peoples out there. Carlos is always trying to support me, always rocking with me, man. For real, man. For real. Once the merch is coming soon, man, trust me, y'all even got to purchase nothing. I'm going to hook y'all up on the merches when everything gets up and ready. You already know, man. Send me your address and DM. I'm gonna let y'all know where to contact me. But I got everything ready, man. I got y'all, man. Cause for real, man, y'all keep it. Y'all loyal, and it's hard to meet loyal people like that in the world today. Um, France, drinking is moderation is not bad. Drinking is excellence is bad. First miracle of Jesus converted water to wine. Tell him, Frank, out there. Tell him, preach, brother France. Preach, brother France. You heard what he said. He said drinking is moderation. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not good. But it's not bad either. And drinking is excessive is bad. First miracle of Jesus. Woo! Converting water into wine. I said water into wine. Can I get an amen? Can I get an A woman? Man, little drinking, man. This is a church session. Yo, and you know what? I was gonna start out on every Sunday. I was gonna do like a live show every Sunday and call it Punk Drunk Church Session. What is happening to Mayweather is the same thing that happened to Jah from the Bible. Mayweather is not humble enough to kneel before God. Money is his God. And you know what? And that could be true, friends. But you know what? What we need to do, since we are people that really put God first and everything second, the best thing that we could do is pray for Floyd. Pray for Floyd Mayweather and pray that he does build a relationship with God. Genuinely build his relationship with God to really shelter his family, blesses his family, for him to do the right things. And I'm gonna say it like this: I believe that with his dedication, if he could be dedicated and hard work dedication to one craft, he could be dedicated and he could be actually dedicated to the relationship he has with God. And he's gonna see that money is nothing. I think he's struggling with the perception and not really what he really wants to do. He got a bunch of yes mans. I think that Floyd Mayweather could do so much in this world. So much in this world. And I don't know if he feels like it's cool enough. You understand what I'm saying? It's not cool. Maybe it's not cool enough. Maybe he's gotten all this success because of this perception, because of this character that he has built. But inside, this is just me, and people could agree with me. Inside, I feel like Floyd wants to really be him. Like, is Floyd a really bad guy? No. Floyd was building boxing. Like this, he's not no street dude. Floyd Mayweather's not no street dude. Like, nah, he's not. You know, he's been fighting since when? Yay high. He's been in the amateur circuit. He ain't had no time to be a street guy. I feel like when you have so much people around you that enable this type of mentality, you think I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that he's been a constant professional when it comes to his craft. And that never got in the way of anything, whether it's going through his lifestyle or whatever. And he tried to be with one woman. You know, he had built a family with three, two kids, and then he had one, then he had the other one. Like you could see that he tried to go back to the people that was loyal to him. He stayed loyal to his family. That's why he only has his family. I think, but I also think he has a lot of yes men. But that's just me, and that's just from the outside looking in. But for us, we don't get. If we know God, let's just pray for the dude. Let's pray for the dude because he's in a position where he could do a lot of good things too. You know, so it's so easy to knock on a lot of. It's so easy to knock on another dude, maybe because he doesn't have the same type of mindset that we may have. But let's pray for Floyd Mayweather. Let's pray for his daughter too. Let's pray for his daughter, and we already know he's going through a tough time. Let's pray for the whole family. Let's pray, man. I mean, they in that gym and they building champions and they building confidence. And there's a lot of people that go to their gym, man. There's a lot of people that see his hard work also. Let's not neglect. Let's see the good things. Let's pray for him to. Let's just pray for. Let's pray for him. I think that's the best thing we could do. What y'all think? What y'all think? You know, and this problem, reality is the beginning. You're right, though. Let's pray. Yeah, man. Let's just pray for him. But I mean, he ain't killing nobody out there, right? He's not. You know, he's just another person that's trying to figure. Maybe he's trying to figure everything out. Even him being rich, being wealthy. Maybe he's trying to figure things out. Just like we trying to figure things out too. We're not perfect. I'm still trying to figure things out too. You know, his daughter's straight up local crazy. Yeah. I mean, when you come from a background of, you know, it's not a great situation. Just because you got money, you think everything is intact. If you think about it, look at the celebrities, and look at those rich people, and then look at their problems. Rich people got as much problems as poor people. The only thing is their perception is they always good because they got the money to look good. Look, they got the big house. They got the clothes. They looking fresh. But look at it. Look at the look at the people. Look at the people that we hold up, and look at the people that die of drugs. Huh? Hector Lavoe, huh? Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson, OJ. Not died, but look at the situation. Bill Cosby, the insecurities, the Chris Benoit, WWE. Look at their lifestyle. Look at the way they end up. Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter. It's a lot of insecurity when it comes to a lot of money because you become you're not really this flashy, good looking, get all the girls, and then you get all the money, and now you get all the girls, and then really. So we gotta pray for these people, man. We gotta pray. We gotta pray because they make decisions they don't know. They're just young, and they live in a lifestyle that they don't know how to handle it. They make you think they know how to handle it. It's just like these young rappers. They 20, 21 years old and they get these millions and they think they're gonna handle it. Man, you ain't never had no 50,000. You don't know how to handle $10,000. Imagine I'm gonna give you $2 million. What the hell you gonna do with it? You don't even know who to see. You don't even know what a financial advisor is really is. You don't know. You don't even know how to pay your taxes when you have $100. Huh? You cheat on your taxes when you have when you're gaining $13,000 when you got to report on tax and you still cheating on your tax saying that you go to church and you a church member. Thanks, friends, man. I try to be, man. I try to be good. I try. At the end of the day, if my kids see me as Superman and a superhero, and my wife see me as superhero and the same thing, then I'm good. As soon as my kids be like, Dad, you don't pay no mind to me or things like that, then I start checking myself. But if my kid, especially my oldest son, that he's old and we communicate, he's like my best friend. He tells me everything. He tells me sometimes when if I'm being too rough on him in his basketball game or something like that, and I get the feedback. And I got all my kids live with me and stuff. So um, those are the type of fe- those are the type of feelings that really counts. If everybody's happy in the household and your wife and your kids is happy and they see you as the Superman and the superhero, then it don't matter what everybody in the outside feels about you, right? And generally that you're doing the right thing and you're putting food on the table and you're giving them that time, that quality time. Because if you have multiple kids, remember all these kids need their quality time. Yes, you could build as a family, but my oldest son needs his quality time with his dad, and my 2-year old needs quality time. My baby needs quality time, and the wife need quality time, and you yourself also need quality time. Um, your friends may need quality time. Your mother, your father, your grand, everybody needs their time. So you could, So it's not easy, but you just want it's just a communicating. You want to be there, and you want to let people know where you're going through life and whatever. I mean, we could talk about this forever, man. I could have a therapy session. I could open up another channel. We talk about life. Do you think OJ did it? No, I don't think OJ did it. Do I think OJ was happy that it happened? Maybe. I don't think OJ did it. I think that maybe if OJ had something to do with it, did he plan something happen? Maybe, but he was not guilty. I'm going with not guilty. The glove don't fit. Let it be like that. I'm not gonna. I don't think so. It depends on who's, and remember, it depends on what they're giving us. You know what I'm saying? It depends on. Put it this way: O.J. Simpson has a great relationship with his kids, his daughter in Florida. That when he came out of jail, he was staying with his daughter and his son. I've noticed in this whole O.J. Simpson thing is that media, those documentaries don't give a damn about the kids that was affected. The most people that was affected by the O.J. Simpson was his two kids. And those are the two that people don't give a damn about what we say, what the public say about him killing his mom. Can you imagine that OJ has his kids love him. They grown. Some of them had even had to change. I think the son or the daughter changed their name, but they're still there for their father. Do you think it's fair for people to keep saying that he actually killed his mom when that's it? He already has a relationship with their kids, with his kids, and they love him and they take care of him when he was locked up. Do you think it's fair to them? And I think in Hollywood, people has abandoned their feelings. They don't care about how they feel. They don't care about the documentaries they put out. And they forget that there's two adults at this stage that has to listen to the BS, has to go back. People care less about their feelings. That's who I care about the most, is those two individuals the most that nobody cares about. I don't believe that O.J. Simpson did it. His kids don't believe that he did it. Let it be. That's my thing. I always thought of was happy. He was rich. Everything was so different in real life. It's true. It's true. Who knows what the LA cops was known to set up black people, plant evidence against them. OJ could have been set up. I think he probably maybe could have set up, it seems the rich are such empty souls. They are because they are alone, because nobody could understand that type of lifestyle but other rich people. That's why rich people or celebrities, famous people, let's say famous because there's a lot of rich people there. I think famous and rich are it's just a small circle. And we can't understand that type of lifestyle. We try to compare it to us, but in reality, we cannot compare that type of lifestyle. You don't know, we don't know what is it to walk in a restaurant with your family and get barraged with a bunch of people and cameras all around you. And we don't have that space to even have a conversation. We have a conversation and somebody takes it. If we move a certain way, if we bump our heads, every single step is a story. Their life is walking on eggshells. I can't piss. I can't go to the bathroom. I gotta go with a bodyguard to go piss on the toilet. I so yes, is a life that they signed up for, but we don't understand their struggles as well. And when you're rich and famous, you're living in a bubble all by yourself. You don't know if you're grown or not. How do you know if you're growing? As a person, you don't know because you're living this type of lifestyle that is just you can only relate to another famous young person, and that famous young person might be way different as well. So is how many people can you actually talk to generally understand this type of lifestyle? Like, can you understand Michael Jackson? Can you understand his lifestyle? Can you understand Mike Tyson's lifestyle? Mike Tyson, for example, and we could talk about Mike Tyson because this is boxing channel, but look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson at the age of 19 was already in top of the world. 20. 5 years, 7 years ago, before he met Custom Model, he's locked up as a juvenile. He's still poor as with Custom Model. He's still trying to trust Custom Model throughout his teenage years. And then he's become a professional. And then he becomes the baddest man of the planet. And now he's traveling the world. And he becomes world champion at the age of 20. At the age of 20, you still can't walk in a club, right? At the age of 20, you're still not an adult. But yet people want you to make decisions as you're an adult. People want you to make the perfect decision, like you know how to handle a mortgage, like you know how to handle a family, like you know how to handle a child, like you know how to handle car payments. Like if you can't make mistakes, and then you be like, Mike Tyson is reckless. Mike Tyson hasn't grown. Mike Tyson hasn't even had the chance to live like a real adult. Michael Jackson never had the chance to live like a real adult. That everything you do, people will enable it because they know that if you don't like it, you might be out the job or you might get a paycheck from them. And I think that's what happens as well, just like Floyd Mayweather. He's a constant professional. He know how to prepare for a fight. Does he know how to be prepared for the world? Yeah, he got money, but remember, Floyd Mayweather became professional at the age of what, 19 as a teen? So he started getting what his first deal was a 250,000 or something like that. He started getting thousands and he started getting millions. But at the end of the day, yeah, he could buy a car and he could buy a home, but is that really establishing himself as a young, responsible adult? How can you look for God when everybody feels like you're God around you? Think about that for a second, yo. How can you look for God when everybody around you feel like you're a God to them? It's crazy. So I give them the benefit of the doubt because they live in a type of lifestyle that there is no type of catalog that's gonna prepare them for this. And then us people, when we're looking in the outside in, we need to be more humble and actually give them time, or actually, because it's easy to be like, oh, this person is this and this person is that, and they don't have this, and look at the way they move, and look at the type, look at their kids, look at this. We don't know. They have a type of lifestyle that we're not really accustomed to. We don't really know what they go through. You know, so that's my take on that. Who accomplished more out of Fabulous? One thing I know is that Michael Jackson was insecure. The media was watching his every move. Of course, he's living through perception. Like I'm gonna say it like this, right? Boxing champ. Michael Jackson was living through perception. He's looking for the opinions, and he's looking and the camera, the media dictates your move, right? They dictate what's cool. They dictate everything. That was when Michael Jackson was like in his prime. But right now we're living in a time that everything is media, social media. And that's what I said in like 20 minutes ago. That though this world is living through perception now. We all living like Michael Jackson. Think about it. We all try. I'm not saying all like all of us, but I'm saying in general, the human race, especially in the countries that allow this social media and allow this type of freedom, we all living like Michael Jackson. We all know that if we're in the club, we're gonna and we could be video cam, and we're just regular people. And for the guys that might be then having infidelities with their woman, imagine if you in a club and somebody with the camera and they boom and they peep you out, they put her in a story, and boom, it goes to one of your girl, and she see, oh my, I saw you over here in the club and stuff like that. This bitch, this my friend's cousin, second cousin, had this story, and I saw you in the back, and you was kissing this all day. Right? Damn, the bees are coming out. So we're all living the way celebrities live in a sense, right? We're not famous, but people are looking at us. Everything that we post, and think about it, if you post on something in your social media, you might not get the like, you might not get a comment, but they're looking at you, right? If a bunch of people, we got Instagram, and we post something up, and then you get like 20, 50 views, and when you post it up, but when you post a story up, where a lot of people don't have to let you know that I'm watching, but if you post a story up, you get 160, 70 views. That means people are looking at you. People are interested. They just don't want to leave a comment and let you know that they're actually looking at you, right? And they're looking at your every move. right? And that's why your friends and your family won't even contact you because they're following your every footsteps. They don't need to say what's up to you because you already post something. That means you're good, right? So we're living like celebrities right now with the social media stuff, and where our perception is. For example, I'm looking at what's her name? What's her name from the other boxing channel that she does a great job. Hi Five fans. The attractive chick, right? Hi Five fans. And she went live yesterday on Instagram, right? And she had her hair do all the makeup, and it looked like she was she all dressed up. Like, bitch, where the fuck you going? You're home. But it's the perception. I mean, at this stage, why you ain't looking like a regular chick? Like you just in your room. Why you looking like that? Like, why you just can't look regular? You know what I'm saying? Who are you trying to? You're not going out anywhere. You're quarantined. You know, so it's like everybody is living that type. Like, like I don't know. I mean, we're living in a world right now. We're actually rookies. All rookies living in this world. We're trying to get used to this new world. Damn, we went from this to not talking boxing, y'all. Damn it. But it's all right. Can we talk about this? I mean, because I know we went out of boxing. Probably people be tuned out. Come on, man. I'm over here. This is a boxing channel. We talking. I saw the title. We talking about this. Yeah, Michelle Phelps. Hi, Fight fans. She's cool too. I met her. She's cool, man. She's on her grind too, man. I'm gonna tell you, I give credit to her, man. She be on her grind. She's on her grind, and support her too. Support those boxing independent boxing channels because they bring us those types. She's a hustler, man. She work hard. Boxing champ. I'd rather be rich than famous. I'd rather be blessed than anything else. I'd rather have God in my heart than anything else. Because when I have God, and I'm talking about generally, when you have, man, you start having things in your life that you don't even have to work hard for it. You just know what to do and just trust in the relationship and prayer. Present everything to God. Present everything to God, even if it's you about to buy a car and look. I normally don't do this, right? I normally don't do this, but I just want. I normally don't do this, and I don't want to be perceived as somebody that's thing, right? I'm gonna say it like this. People, I said my dream car was to have a Dodge Durango, and I know that's not like a Dodge Durango dream car. That was just my dream car. I'm not a rich person, and I said my dream car was to have a Dodge Durango, right? I just like the Dodge Durango. I don't know why. I don't know why that's what I just love the Dodge Durango, right? And a lot of people be like, "Yo, not a Lamborghini, not a Ferrari, not a Bentley, not that, a Dodge Durango." But that's just me. You feel me? Because I feel like I know my limit and I know what I could actually achieve. I don't want to over. That's just what I wanted. You feel me? That's just my own dream car, my perspective. I don't care what your dream car is. This is just for me. You feel me? Not the BMW, not the M, not nothing, nah. You know, I want a Hellcat. I do want a Hellcat though. That's one of my other dream cars, but that's one of my dream cars too. A Hellcat. I'm American muscle car type of guy, right? So I got to the point where, you know, I lived I lived in my car. I had an Altima. I had an Altima and I lived in my car for like 4 months. This was um 2013. I lived in my car. Um, And really, at that point, that's when, damn, see, you guys are not today. Y'all gonna get to know me. Can I pour a little drink so y'all get to know me a little bit? No, we're going personal. I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do this in a video, but maybe I could still do it because a live show, some people gonna fall behind. So I just want, because since we talking about life lessons and stuff like that, we're talking about life lessons. I like that. I like that boxing champ. I tell people I have two homes that I live in now, and the other one is in heaven. I gotta borrow that, bro. I'm gonna borrow that, but I'm gonna shout you out. I gotta say that. I gotta say that like in Instagram or Twitter, boxing champ. I love that. I love what you just said right there. I tell people I have two homes to live in now and the one in heaven. I love that. I love that take, man. Thank you, man. God bless you with that. With that comment. So I said I lived. I lived in my car 2013. I had a Altima, and when I lived in my car, I was still working though, but it was a situation where I was out I was out of a crib, out the lease, and it was just at the moment I just couldn't find a place right quick, so I had to stay in my car for a while. But when I was staying in my car, I said to myself, you know what, I ain't gonna call nobody, I ain't gonna call no friends, and I'm gonna wait till friends call me. Um, family to see, where's my circle at, you know? And it was right after the summer. No, it was the summer. It was August. And I said, yo, by the third week, and at this time I was really battling God, right? I was really battling where, you know, you know, is God really here for me? And when you get to that those type of points in your life, I don't know if y'all been in a situation where you try to question God and try to question where you at in life, and well, so started questioning God and started battling in life. But then actually my relationship with God grew. I ain't getting no calls from friends. There's a couple of friends that was looking out. I used to go, one of my female friends also, shout out to Kim, and she was, I would go take a shower when I needed to take a shower. I still was working. I would take a shower at work and stuff like that. People, and I was still playing ball, right? I was still playing tournaments, and none of my associates really knew that I was struggling living in my car, you know. But they didn't ask. They, when you get to that type of point where people don't even ask you like, "Yo, how's everything? How's your family? How's this?" So me, when I had my kid, he was living with his mom, but I used to be with him all the time and be in the weekend. But when he slept over, I would be like, "Yo, we're gonna go out to a hotel, or we'll go to PA and we'll stay and we go to an amusement park." That doesn't mean because didn't have a place, I didn't have money. It was just a situation where I ended up with, but then it was more like a therapy to me. Maybe selfish or maybe whatever, but then it was like a therapy to me where, you know, living in my car, and then I was just, building my relationship with God. It was like an inner self. I was building my own self again. It was like everything from scratch. Boom. But leading up to it, you have your certain goals. You start accomplishing stuff. My relationship with God grew, and I started getting things in life in order. Forget about people that was not in my circle. Starting subtracting people out of your life, and then you just living. I'm working out another job, now having three jobs at one time. I got to a point where I'm like, I don't need to sleep. I just got to work and make money. And then I got a situation, got an apartment. One of my boys that hooked me up with and stuff like that. Oh, yo, I got this place. You could talk to this person, and boom, you get this place. I'm staying in this place. I'm not talking to no family members, no friends for 4 months. Now it's all about me, just me getting to know me and me and building my sense of security back, and everything else, right? But I always had let's say when we talk about cars, I wanted to Dodge Durango, right? And now I'm living a life. Then I met the woman of my dreams, and I have a family. And then fast forward, I have a family and stuff like that. And I bought a house, and boom, I managed to get the Dodge Durango, right? I managed to get the Dodge Durango, but now I don't even have one Dodge Durango. Now I got the SRT Durango, and I'm just gonna show y'all what I'm trying to say, right? Hold on, let me take a look. So, so then I bought this Dodge Durango, right? So that was like my dream car, right? Then it went from one Dodge Durango to two, right? So this is what I mean about the blessings of God. I'm not saying that, oh yo, but God just didn't bless me with one Durango. Now I had this dream where now I had this dream that I want Dodge Durango was my dream. And this is what I mean about that God will multiply your dreams. God will multiply your dreams. My dream was just to have one Dodge Durango. You know what God said? You know what? You can have two Dodge Durangos. Isn't that something? You know what? And then I say, you know what? I'm still working. I need a commute car. You know what? And then this is, and let's say I go here, and then this is my commute car. Then I got a Camaro, right? And this is not really like to show. I'm gonna sell this Durango. This is really a Durango for sale because there's no need for me to really to have this Durango. But then what I'm trying to say is that God multiply whatever I asked for. You feel me? I got in a position where I went from homeless. I went from a position where I went from homeless to to when I strengthened my relationship with God, everything just came and started clicking. And then I met the woman of my life, and that's my wife. And I said I'll never get married, I'll never get married, And then boom, your morals start changing. And then I met the woman of my life, and I said I never wanted to have no kids. I have my son, my oldest son, come from another relationship, right? And I have my I have my oldest son, and I just have that, and I have my wife, and I say, I don't want to have no kids. I don't really want to start all over. My son is already 10 years old, whatever. And boom, he gives me two beautiful kids, and then, you know, I went from I wanted I we were, I was we was looking for an apartment, right? To buy an apartment, and now I go like, you know what? You need more than that, and then it became buying a house, and I didn't think I could buy. I didn't think I could buy an apartment. I mean, at one point I said, you know what? I'm not gonna buy no clothes, no sneakers. I said no to everybody. Even if my mom asked me money, I said nah. I just have to save. I'm in a zone. Nobody can stop my zone. The only people that So sometimes you really have to be selfish at one point, just so you can get where you want to get and accomplish your goal. Right? At this point, I'm still working three jobs. Um, you know, because I just feel like that's what I need to do to to get it right. But still, God, please, I've been hospitalized two times for lack of sleep. Um, really, I've been hospitalized two times in my life for lack of sleep. I'll stay up for 4 hours. I'll go to one job, night, go to the next job in the day, do weekends and stuff. I'm just working all day, right? And I work less and I got more. What I'm trying to say is everything I pray to God for, He gave me multiply. He multiplied whatever I pray for. You know, if I say I just want an apartment, He gave me the opportunity to buy a house. If I say My dream car was a Durango. He came with the. He said, "You know what? You love Durango so much, Eddie, and you've been and you've been trying to establish a relationship with me. Here's two Durangos. Shut up. I'm gonna give you two Durangos. Here, take it. And I'm gonna give you an extra car just because you know I feel like you could do it, right? Even though I'm gonna sell the other car, I'm not that. I can't handle those payments. You understand what I'm saying? I keep it real. I'm not those fake ass dudes that be like, yo, you got this and that. No, I can't. I can't handle. So it's either I put one car so I could. I was trying to put one of the cars to be like an Uber car, or um, rent it out in one of those apps that you can rent it out and they pay the car off. So I'm doing that with the white Durango. So um so that's a benefit too. So I could rent that car out and then just have the family car, which is the Durango, and then have my Camaro that it's just a car that is like um commute car and stuff like that. So, but what I'm saying is that I'm telling you from experience, y'all, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There's no reason for me to lie to you. I have everything I want. I have everything that God blessed me with, and I 100% feel great about it. And I have my kids, and I have my wife, and we have a home, and so I always say, um, keep God first, everything second. That whatever you pray for, whatever I'm telling you, that God will give you. You don't know the blessings that God is gonna give you. He's gonna give you things that he's gonna throw you stuff, and you're gonna be like, really? Damn, it's gonna go from I don't know how I'm gonna do this to all right, really? Do I need this guy? Like, yo, my man, you my boy. I talk to God like that because in reality, he is my boy. I'm not traditional where you get down on your knees and God is gonna listen. I could talk to God in the showers. I could talk to God when I'm driving. I could talk to God when I'm just walking. I could talk to God even though I'm talking to y'all. So keep God first, everything second. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna gain things in life that just build that relationship. It's not for you to be not look. I've been through the journey of being Christian. I've been through the journey of becoming a Muslim. I've been through the journey of I've been through the journey of trying to find my inner happiness, and all and in the end of the day, all God wants you is to have a personal relationship with him. It's not really about he's not looking for you to be Muslim. He's not looking for you to be Christian. He's looking for you to have a personal relationship, and he knows your strengths and weaknesses, and he's not gonna to compare you to me, or compare you to them, or compare you to your mom. You're gonna have that personal relationship, and he's gonna talk to you, and he's gonna respond to you, and he's gonna cater to you because he loved you that much. Ah, damn. I had to go that deep, y'all. Did I had to go that deep? Now let's move on to boxing, y'all. Let's move on to boxing. Oh, damn. It's so light that I can't even see some of the. I tell people I have to. Nah, let me fast forward. No problems. What you do for work? Scientist. I say you can tell a gay man by look alone. It's the look of a man's face. Dope blessing. Thanks, heavy hitter, man. Thanks, man. I remember somebody said once, everybody's on the phone. It's not a bad decision away from homeless and broke, but I can't remember what those decisions were. Toby, it's true, man. I'm telling you, man. It's like one day the kid is homeless, and then next day, not the next day, but it's like then you got a mortgage and you got car note and you got it go. It is like that. Trust me, it is like that, and it's just keeping yourself level headed, keeping yourself humble. Don't panic in life. Um, it is a reason you don't know if you're. It's like that. My losses. I don't look at losses. I look at experience, and it works. If it works, it works. But you know what? I could be in the street, and I know that I'm going to a better place. I feel like it. I have faith in it. So want you to have God will get everything you want in me. Exactly. God fixes all your problems, and He has, man. He has. That's why I will never abandon. I can't. I can't. So my, you know what I said. You know what I said before. I said the saddest person in the world, in my opinion. I said the saddest person in the world, and the effed up person in the world is the person that withhold information from you. That's the saddest person in the world to me. The saddest person in the world for me is the person that will withhold information from you to better yourself, and also, um, saddest person for me who can identify, who lie to themselves. That's sad also, and can identify their own purpose by the end of their life. Because of course we all have a purpose, and some people just don't want, not interested in knowing what their purpose or even trying to seek it. But that's the sad. That's one of the saddest people for me. I will never hold information from y'all. Like I, if I'm going through something, I would want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? We building a friendship and a family ship here, right? So to better one another, we gonna have to. I be real. Say about my struggles, and say about my strengths, and say about my downfalls, and say about my rise, right? We could all learn from one another. We don't need to look for a celebrity to look at their downfall. Look where they are right now. We're all regular people. We all human. We all from the human race. We all leveled out. So when I say God first, everything second, I really mean it. When I say these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, I'm not just pumping them. They are, because they are our real modern day warriors. If we was living in the Coliseum days, these boxers will be our gladiators. So I don't say it, oh, because I'm trying to pump anybody. I love the sport. I love boxing and fighters how it transcends to life. I love their heart and grit. I love their sacrifices. I respect their sacrifices, and that's why I say these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. Because if we was living, these guys will be our Vikings. These guys will be our gladiators. And when I say also these boxers and fighters, I also mean the people on the front line that's fighting for one's nations as well. They don't want to. They're the ultimate warriors of this world. Is the army and the navy and our marines. Love your channel, bro. An addict. I have 9 years sober and I have two books. Yo, can you tell me the book, bro? Can you tell me the two books published? And God bless you, man. God bless you. Love you, man. God bless you. I'm happy that you're sober. 9 years. Um, that's what's up, man. That's powerful, man. That's very powerful, man. Um, let me know about the books, man. I'm a reader, man. I love reading, and I would love to read what you got published. Um, but that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Um, I got hooked on, what was it? When I broke my wrist. I got screws on my wrist, and I broke my wrist back in '06, and doctor gave me OxyContin. Right, I had 3 surgeries in 1 year, and I got hooked on the painkillers, and I never knew what was at that time. I didn't know it was OxyContin. I really didn't know. I thought there was just a bunch of painkillers, and you know what? And I was also uh, one of my favorite shows was Intervention. Funny, right? One of my favorite shows was Intervention, and there was just one night, right? One, I got hospitalized because I took more pills than I needed. And then the doctor said, "Do you know what these pills are? You know that you could die over these pills?" Because I almost overdosed on those pills. And he goes, "You know what these pills are? These OxyContin. They could kill you." And I'm like saying in my mind, "What the hell is OxyContin anyway? Like, why you gave them to me anyway?" And I'm saying, my wrist is hurting. I feel the stab because I have screws. So there was days where I feel it felt like the screw is popping out of my skin. And I took pills where, like, you know what, and it'll numb me. But at that moment, I didn't know what I didn't know what it was. And then there was one time, no lie, they gave me 38 pills, and I'm taking like 6 pills, 8 pills. My wrist was just hurting, right? And I was just numb in a chair, and I was numb. And I'm watching Intervention because I just love the series. I love to see the resurrection of a person. I want to I see a downfall, and then I see the I see the cloudy days, and then I see the sunlight, and I like those type of shows where you see um you know person get out of that funk, get out of the and rise and become. I like the Cinderella story, and that's why I like Intervention. So I saw Intervention. Then there was this person that was like, they was taking OxyContin, and they had a show with the OxyContin. I'm like, oh, and I saw this person that was looking like me while I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, this what OxyContin is. Oh, whoa. And I saw that show and I said, I'll never take an OxyContin. I actually sold the OxyContin. I said, I'll never take it again. And that was my end of the OxyContin. I didn't know that that was like a drug. I didn't know that was like an opium. I didn't know that. I was very uneducated. And ever since that, to this day, I won't take an aspirin. I won't take a Tylenol. I won't take a Motrin. I don't take no pills at all. None of that. No painkillers, no over the counter painkillers. I just feel like everything that we got in this world, God planted herbs for our to really get better at. So if I'm feeling sick, I'll take tea, and I take herbs, things that's grown in the earth, because that's what everything God put everything here on earth to cure sickness. It's not no manufactured pill or anything like that. I think we got everything we need with fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And I've been cool. The book is The Harvard Prince. Definitely check that out. The Harvard Prince. Actually, gonna write it down, bro. I really want to see. And shout out to my boy France. Everybody go check his published book. Support him and stuff like that. Read about it. I'm definitely, I can't wait to read. Um, I almost got hooked on painkillers when I was a kid. When I broke my leg, my dad stopped that real quick. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good, cause that's good that your dad actually did that, because um, we take whatever the doctor give us. We trust the doctor that they're gonna give us something. But how many times we end up going to a hospital, or they give us some medicine that is a long name of like 16, 17 letters, and we don't really know what it is. We just taking whatever they're giving us and say that you're going to be all right. Take this and you're okay. Take this, it's for inflammation. Take this, is for painkillers. Take this, is for this, and you're going to take it because whatever the doctor gives you, and you don't know no side effects. You don't know nothing about it. You just trust in the doctors. And you know I had to learn from Intervention what the hell what OxyContin is. I didn't even know what OxyContin was. And then at the same time, we living in a painkiller epidemic, and these people didn't even tell me what it was. Yeah, they give you this. It says take one that really need it. Okay, but that's good that your dad did that, because he stayed on top of it. I would hate to be someone who could help someone and no one doesn't because of jealousy. Yo, Toby, trust me, there's way more people like that. There's way more people like that. And this is why when we're talking about boxing, right, Toby? And there's some people be like, oh, you hate Floyd Mayweather. I love Floyd Mayweather. I love Pretty Boy Floyd. But the thing is the person. That's the difference. Is that I'm not cool. I'm not a fan of the character. I'm a fan about the boxing skills, but I'm not a fan of with the character. And you remember when he had the Fendi on or whatever, and the guy interviewed him. And I talked about this before. You probably know. And he said, and the guy asked him, "What are the investments that?" Since he's always saying, since Floyd Mayweather's always talking about, I make smart investments. I made smart investments. I made smart investments, right? He always talking about he made smart investments. So then the guy asked him, what are the investments that you make? How can you help other people? He know what he says? I ain't gonna tell you. That's your game. That's something you gotta find out on your own. That was the most selfish thing anybody could say. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't like the person. I like the boxing skills and I respect her and I respect his boxing skills. I respect his worth ethic when it comes to the craft of boxing. But as a person, I don't like him. I keep it honest. I really don't. And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this to just clarify me saying that I don't like this person. I don't like what he's showing us because maybe that's the perception, that's the character that he likes to put out there. And maybe he's not that. Maybe he is a different person. But the guy that he puts out there, so when I heard that, I'm like, yo, there's a lot of millions of unfortunate youth that's listening to you. And every time you say that you make smart investments, if you so braggadocious about your investments, express it to the people. Let people know how to come up from the ground up and make those smart investments. Let me know if you got stocks. Let me know what's a good stock. Educate one another, and that's the way. But see, Flo Mayweather, in that sense, he kept it from the people that's actually his fans. He's kept it because it looks like all his interviews only dictated by haters. You're showing your haters, but what about show something to your fans that they want to pick your brain up. They want to be like, you know what? There's a lot of people, and this is another thing. It's a kind of synthetic version of heroin. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Um, yep, this is like a methadone, exactly the same way. So, um, I was gonna say that he don't share his his way of investing and bettering the people. You know, where you could actually school somebody. I mean, it's just crazy, man. We really could talk about this forever. And so, y'all already know, man. I'm gonna be chilling with the wife, going to help out the wife. She's gonna be working out right now, and I'm gonna edit some footage for her. So I love y'all, man. Keep rocking with me. I'll probably be back later on tonight. We already self quarantine, so I want to do this live chat with y'all more often. I know it's a little earlier than usual, but hey, gotta work at different times. But I'm about to go chill out with the kids. The kids are taking a nap, so I gotta take advantage of the lady. You feel me? So, bless y'all, man. Thank you again for supporting. Thank you for um it's hella good. I know this drink is hella good too. So I'm probably gonna be back tonight. I don't know if y'all gonna be up or whatever, but I'm gonna be back up tonight. Stay tuned. Thank you for rocking with me. God bless. Good chat. Maybe I got to know me a little more. For the people that was interested or not, I'm just giving you more of me. Um, and we keep talking about boxing and life lessons at the same time, man. Thank you. Stay safe, stay self quarantine, listen to instruction. Let's work. We're gonna be victorious. You already know. Look, I'm gonna probably be back, probably Eastern time, 11 or 12 at night. West Coast is gonna be probably like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I don't know how it's gonna be in Asia, probably early afternoon. So rock with me if you have the time. I'll be back later on tonight. We're gonna be chopping it up. We're gonna see some stories and what's going on and transparent in the sport of boxing. This is Punch Run Boxing. On to the next.